Okay guys, this week will be a pretty quick video hopefully. We'll be going over mean absolute deviation, also known as MAD. Um, so hopefully most of us remember doing this before the break, before school closure and everything, because we did cover this right before all this happened. So, mean absolute deviation, what we need to do, so first step, okay, is we have to find the mean or the average. So you need to find the mean or the average for the data that's given. Okay. Step 2. Once we have found the mean or the average from the data, we have to find the difference. Right? We have to find the difference from the average to each data point. Okay. Then the last step, step 3, is to find the average or the mean of the difference. Okay. So we'll do a few example problems. Hopefully we'll get it. It should be pretty easy. So we'll start off with something simple. So let's go with 5 numbers. Okay, the 5 numbers I have are 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Now, what I'm going to do is we need to find the average, or the mean. Okay, so if we add those together, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 7 is 20, and then that divided by 5 would be 4. So the average is going to be 4. Then what we're going to do is we need to take the difference from every point, from every set data to the average. Okay? So 1 minus 4 would actually be negative 3. Okay, but what we're doing, it's why it's called mean absolute. Okay, because we're going to take the absolute value of it, which means even if we get a negative number for the difference, we turn it into a positive. So 1 minus 4 may be negative 3, but then we take the absolute value of that to make it a positive 3. So the way I like to think about it is just easy to say, how do I go from 1 to 4? Okay, so from 1 to 4, what is the difference in numbers? Well, there's 3. It's 3. Okay, so the first number is going to be 3. Okay, then from 3 to 4, difference would be 1. 4 to 4, well, those are the same exact number. So not 4. There's actually no difference, 0. Okay, there's a 1 number difference between 4 and 5, and then there's a 3 number difference between 4 and 7. So we don't think of it as actually like full-on subtraction. An easier way to think about it is just, what is the number difference between them? Well, 3 is the difference between 1 and 4. 1 would be the difference between 4 and 3. There's no difference between 4 and 4. There's a 1 number difference between 4 and 5, and a 3 number difference between 4 and 7. So then we're going to take the average of these numbers. So take 3 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3. So I do that in a calculator. 3 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3. And I end up getting 8. And then we're going to take that and divide it by 5. 8 divided by 5 is 1.6. That is your mean absolute deviation. Okay, so I'll do one more problem. Alright, so let's do some bigger numbers. So let's do 24, 37, 48, 72, and 95. Okay, so now, first thing again, step 1, we're going to find the average, or the mean. Alright, so we're going to add them all together. So take 24, again I'm using a calculator, plus 37, plus 48, plus 72, plus 95. Well, that's going to be equal to 276. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, so I'm going to divide that by 5, and I end up getting 55.2. Now, if we really want to be exact, we could find the difference between each one down to the decimal. To make it a little bit easier on ourselves, what I suggest doing is not doing it down to the decimal, but actually just rounding this number to the nearest whole number. So 55.2 rounds to 55. Alright. So, then the difference, 55 to 24. Well, 55 minus 24 is 31. So that's a 31 number difference. So that's the first set of point we get. So from 55 to 24, so we're doing that one first. The next one would be 55 to 37. So 55 minus 37 would be 18. 55 to 48, 55 minus 48 is 7. 55 to 72, 55 minus 72, well that's going to be a negative number. We're going to change it to a positive, so it'll be positive 17. And then the other way we can do is also just do 95 minus 55. So rather than take 55 minus 95, I do it the opposite, 95 minus 55, so that I make sure I get a positive number. Okay, and then that's going to be 40. Now, what we do next, okay, this is the last step. We take the average of these numbers to get our answer. So we add them together. 31 plus 18 plus 7 plus 17 plus 40 is 113. Well, there's still 5 numbers, so we're going to divide that by 5. And I end up getting 22.6. That is my MAD, or my mean absolute deviation. Okay, so hopefully this is pretty simple. Hopefully most of us remember doing this before we left. There will be an assignment on Khan Academy as well as a video through Khan Academy if y'all want to watch it to help refresh yourself. And then there will also be an assignment on quizzes. And then I will also send out the links for everything. Y'all have a good one.